And now, let's turn a light on local. Part of our mission as a media center is to welcome members of the community into our studios to record their own show or podcast about subjects that matter to them. The resulting content reflects the diversity of thought and opinion in our neighbors and neighborhoods, but not necessarily the views of the local scene staff, board, or director. We are a platform for free speech. Produced right here in Studio B, enjoy this clip from Business Bests with Mike Byrnes.
Hey, this is Mike Byrnes with another episode of Business Bests. Hopefully this advice has been helping your business. I really appreciate you investing time to listen to me. Hopefully it's insightful. I've talked about business planning. Consultants love planning, so that's a big part of what we do. And part of that is, I had said earlier, I love the quote, begin with the end in mind. And so part of that is related to succession planning and knowing what your exit strategy is. Really got to do a deep dive and look at what motivates you earlier on when you start a business. Do you just love what you do? Are you doing it to make money? Are you doing it for your family? Obviously making money to support your family. Or are you trying to do it to maybe bring your family into the business at some point, and then they have a way to have income and revenue throughout their lifetime? There's a lot of family dynamics in certain businesses. What does that look like? Are you doing this to leave a legacy? Do you want to create something that will live beyond you? Or are you just trying to get the biggest paycheck you can? Do you do this just to help your clients? Are you just going to always help them until the very last breath you have? Or are you going to try to go live on the beach or travel the world or become a volunteer executive at a nonprofit or whatever it might be? There's all different types of things that can factor into your exit strategy. One thing I will say is, if you're younger and you're looking 30 years out, it can change. There's a lot we don't know, and the industries will change, and people will change, and the business will change. So it doesn't have to be permanent, but I would say you have to kind of have that vision of what you're trying to attain. If you don't, you're just going to stumble across, right? Like a ship in the wind, like a sailboat, just kind of being blown around, whatever wind comes up or whatever storm pushes you in a certain direction. I had used previously the analogy of when you have a business, it's like having the end in mind is like when they laid the railroads. They didn't just kind of put the tracks down and then hope they got somewhere. Like they really had a vision of where they wanted to go, and then they had the railroad tracks get them there. So I would actually really invest time, if you haven't done so already, to figure out what that looks like and where you're going to go.
We are so glad you stopped by. If you would like to support Community in Action through media, please consider donating to the local scene. The QR code here will take you where you need to go. Thanks, friend.